Everyone seems to want your crypto right now. We have so much news of big banks getting into crypto, China possibly allowing crypto again, which is crazy because they continue this pattern. But we also have record inflows from institutional investors right before the FOMC meeting, making a big bet, one that we haven't seen in half a year. And right now, every single entity is trying to jump on the bandwagon, which we'll explain why that is. We have news on ADA. We have news on Bitcoin. We have a lot to cover. If you like this kind of video, if you like this kind of news update, hit the subscribe button underneath the video. Stay through to the end because there's a lot to cover. I do want to thank PrimeXBT, but we'll talk more about that later. Now, Bitcoin is still over 23,000. It bounced above since falling a little bit yesterday. Obviously, there was some shakiness in the overall market yesterday because we do have the FOMC meeting coming up, and usually there's some people that are a little bit worried taking some off the table, especially because we have had a big move in cryptocurrency so far. It really makes sense that we see a little bit of a pullback. I think that that's actually healthy. And as you can see, there's a lot of positive developments in crypto specifically right now. It's not just price action, but there's good fundamentals and improvement to the fundamentals. For example, Bitcoin's hash rate is exploding right now. Not only is the absolute value at all-time highs, but this is the most aggressive 30-day increase ever, as you can see spiking up here. Really shows the strength of the network and the fact that miners are profitable again. People are plugging back in their miners, and this is only likely to go up as the price goes up. Some people think that the hash rate goes up before the price. Some people think the price goes up before the hash rate, but they do seem to be quite correlated. We also have news of German banking giant DekaBank offering Bitcoin and crypto to 1.5 million retail customers and 500 institutional clients. They manage 428 billion in assets. What they said was, digital assets are a critical part of the future, a radical new way for how assets will be represented from currencies to real estate. Today we make another important step towards laying the foundation for giving our institutional investors and millions of people in Germany access to this transformational opportunity. And it's not just DekaBank. Yesterday we got news that $10 trillion BlackRock, $2.55 trillion Goldman Sachs, and $1.8 trillion BNY Mellon are hoping to expand Bitcoin and crypto offerings, according to Bloomberg. Now, a 1% inflow from a company like BlackRock would be $100 billion. If that went into Bitcoin, it would send up the market cap much more than $100 billion because market cap does not equal the amount flowing into the asset. There's only so much on exchanges right now, and of course people would probably take profits as the price spiked, but a $100 billion injection into Bitcoin would probably send it up about 20 to 25x that amount. We would be looking at a $2 trillion to $3 trillion Bitcoin at that point, just based on what we've seen in the past, and possibly even more than that. Now, of course, it would probably be a trickle, and it wouldn't just be a $100 billion buy. We'd have some people taking profits. But these kinds of moves from these big banks, if they can actually get a lot of people to start buying Bitcoin, could be massive for cryptocurrency. Want to take advantage of some of these crazy times in the market and some of these big pumps, you could do something like leverage trading to be able to spread your money a lot further. Now, of course, there's a lot of risk that comes with this, and you have to know what you're doing, but PrimeXBT is a great place to do it, and there are links underneath the video. They have some promo codes just for you as well. But you can see you can pull up 4 different charts at one time. So if I want to look at Bitcoin versus USD, Ethereum versus USD, and then I want to look at the Ethereum versus BTC chart, and I also want to pull up Matic, I can do it all at one time, which is very useful when the market's moving very quickly if you want to do some short-term trades. They have so many trading pairs, it makes it really easy to trade in between them. Now, PrimeXBT has set us up with different promo codes, so you can actually get $50 just when you sign up using my link underneath the video. Go to promo codes here on the left side and then copy and paste the promo codes in. Just try one at a time because someone might have gotten the first one, and you'll get $50 towards your account. Special thanks to PrimeXBT for sponsoring that part of the video. Now, of course, I'm not telling you what to do, but in case you can't open PrimeXBT here in the US, some people do use VPN. Now, some fund managers are already buying Bitcoin. As you can see, the weekly crypto asset flows was a record for the past 6 months. We have not seen this amount of inflows in 6 months, and if we cut out this week, we haven't seen it in nearly a year. We had $115.6 million going into Bitcoin, and that really led the way. The rest of the crypto market had about $1.5 million worth of inflows compared to outflows, but obviously a massive move coming in from Bitcoin. And it's not just one country, it's not just one fund. You can see Germany led the way with $46 million worth of inflows, Canada 30 million, Switzerland 23, the US 26 million. A lot of big institutional investors are making big bets on Bitcoin with it now moving up. And while some people are buying it out of just an investment decision, some people are buying it as a necessity. For example, in Nigeria, we talked about this yesterday, so I won't cover it too much, but the premium for Bitcoin is hitting 60%. So this is because of withdrawal limits of $44 a day put on their citizens. Some people just are using this as insurance and using it because they can't use their own currency. Some countries are just trying to benefit, as just like the banks are trying to benefit and make some money from people trading crypto or buying crypto. Some countries are doing the same thing. Apparently, China is starting to tax crypto investors and Bitcoin miners 20%. Now, they don't go through this information too much in the article, and it's kind of hard to find information on it now, but what it sounds like is basically some people got audited and they were still doing crypto transactions, and instead of like sending them to jail or something, they basically are just taxing them. So maybe China is getting back into crypto. They've banned crypto mining and they banned crypto investing so many times in the past. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that going forward, but might as well make some money from the people that are doing this anyways against the country's will. Yesterday, we got news that not only are countries getting in, banks are getting in, citizens are getting in, but now companies, social media companies, are also trying to get into the crypto game. Elon Musk recently explained there's a role for crypto in the future, and it's a no-brainer for Twitter to have payments in both fiat and crypto. Let's have a listen to this.
So, and I do think there is a role for crypto in the future, without speaking to any particular crypto coin, as a means of ensuring that the monetary system does not get completely corrupted. It provides competition to the fiat system, so that if the fiat system becomes overly restrictive, then crypto will grow. Like basically, the better that the fiat system works, the less prominent crypto will be, and the worse the fiat system becomes, the more crypto will grow.
Now it goes on a little bit longer, but I think that's the main point, that is one of the major reasons we hold cryptocurrencies, because we don't believe that the government always has our best interest in mind. And as they continue to run down that path of fiat debasement, crypto looks more and more attractive. Now, Elon Musk doesn't go through specific cryptos, but I would expect probably some stable coins, Bitcoin, maybe Dogecoin, and a few others as well. There's some big news coming from the Cardano community as well. DJED, the algorithmic stablecoin, is now launching on Cardano. A lot of people are cautious about algorithmic stablecoins. However, this is supposedly over-collateralized. Hopefully, everything goes smoothly. It already launched on Cardano's mainnet and is pegged to the US dollar. So we continue to see fundamentals improve and projects that are actually worth something, they're actually building right now. You don't want to go with any projects that are dead or quiet in the bear market. You want companies and cryptocurrencies that are still building and still being adopted. And as we can see, so many entities are trying to jump on the cryptocurrency bandwagon right now. Maybe it's because we're off the bottoms a little bit. Maybe it's because there are less companies that are collapsing. Maybe they just want a piece of the pie. And as adoption continues, they think, why not? Why won't we do this? If it's widely accepted and a lot of people are using it, we want a piece of it. A lot of companies realize it's the future. And while some banks were saying that they were going to offer it to retail clients and they were going to have it so that you could just buy it straight in your bank, I don't think a lot of that materialized last bull run. But now these banks realize that they have to get in before the bull run. So they're setting everything up. They fully realize maybe we're in the bear market for another year, but they can start making these announcements, start developing. Banks move very slowly, just like governments, and then they'll have everything set for the next bull run to really capitalize. Because keep in mind, some of the really profitable companies over the last few years were cryptocurrency trading companies. I mean, they make huge margins, have huge volume in bull markets, and I think everyone wants a little piece of that. But let me know underneath the video, are you giving up your crypto? Are you holding it? Or are you buying more? If you want to know what I'm doing, I posted a video yesterday talking about what happens next in the market and what I'll do. I'll put it on the end screen. Thank you again to PrimeXBT. Check out the link underneath the video, and I'll see you in the next one.